What motivates you? What is the catalyst that motivates you to make a change in your life? What is the flame igniter? What is the, where's your flint? Where does that come from? For me, it's always been doubt. And I lost this for years. When someone would doubt me, I'd be like, oh, hell no, let me prove you wrong. Oh, hell no, I'm going to show you. Watch me. I'm not much of a talker. You believe it, right? In person, I'm more of a observer. Spirit animal's an owl. And then I just do, right? That's the masculine side of the brain. Do. I be while I'm watching, and then I do. Do. So what motivates you? So it's always been doubt for me. And then I lost it for years. And during 2020, I said to somebody, I said, you know what? I miss that spark. I don't get that spark anymore because people don't doubt me anymore. So what do you do if you're not dependent on that spark to spark your motivation? What are you going to do? You have to spark it yourself. So I was like, okay, I remember this one time I got dumped by somebody that I poured my heart and soul into for many years. And you know how I responded to it? Extreme. I said, let me show you. You want to leave me? I'm going to buy a one-way ticket to your country, and I'm going to go settle down with a dude in your country, and I'm going to make a life for myself in your country because you didn't choose me. Yeah, I came back a few months later. God bless America. Middle East. But anyways, like that kind of energy, that fierce, I'm going to show you, I'm going to prove to you, or you're going to prove to yourself. Like you're just so disgusted. You're so angry. You're so fed up with how things are. That's such a beautiful thing, guys. If you're so disgusted with how things are, if you are fed up, if you're angry, it is such a beautiful opportunity to show you what you don't want anymore. Because if we don't get to that point of disgust and anger, then why would we change, right? We're fine with it. We're fine with it. Otherwise, we're not going to like it, and we got to get to that breaking point of disgust. So, I'll give you an example. One time I was at work all day. I saw 6 clients back to back. I had no break. I didn't eat. I was so exhausted and I was burnt out. And at the end of the day, I turned. I got angry. And I was walking out to my car and I'm like, what can I do to feel better right now? Because this is what I practice. This is what I want to talk to you about. This is what I want to teach you. I want to show you. This is a secret that I learned from a multimillionaire who knows the secrets of the universe and how to manifest. So listen. So I said, okay, I don't feel good now. I felt good all day. I don't feel good now. What can I do to feel better? And immediately this woman popped into my head, Rebecca. So I get in my car, I pull up my phone, I text her. I'm like, hey, just thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. How's everything going? I know you're busy moving soon. Is there anything I can do to help? Pay attention to what I'm saying, because everything is a key component. Nothing is not unintentional. Everything is intentional, what I'm saying. Everything is bits and pieces of secrets of the universe. So I said, what can I do to help you? If there's anything I can do to help you, let me know. So lead with service. This is God frequency. Selflessness, part of manifesting, right? So I said, is there anything I can do to help you? So she's like, oh my God, yeah. Like if you can come over next week and help me load up my pod, it's coming Sunday. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there Monday. Cool. Set that up. And I told her, I was like, I just got really angry at the end of the day. You popped in my head and now I feel better. And she's like, why'd you get angry? Put my phone down after I read the text, went to the bathroom. While I'm in the bathroom, like a minute later, I was like, I know why I was angry. Because before, it's like, these emotions, they just come up. You're not exactly sure why. And You just feel something and then you just bury it, or you're just like, oh, that's not a good time for that right now, or nobody's gonna like that I'm around, so let me just ignore it. When we ignore our feelings, that's when they get trapped in our bodies, and that's when they are deadly. They cause mass destruction over time. They cause system breakdown. So we don't want to ignore our emotions. We want to honor everything that comes up, all the good and the bad. So here's a trick, right? Honoring the negative emotions just as you do the positive emotions. So the anger that came up was because I was going home for the day and I got triggered a little bit. I was like, oh, and here's the twist, here's the mind. Because we're supposed to be grateful of everything we have, right? Yeah. But if we're like, oh, I love this home, this life, but we don't actually want the life, then we're saying we want more of the life. So I was like, I'm done with my day. I worked my butt off. I'm exhausted mentally, whatever. Like, I've been on all day energetically. And now I get to go home. And now I'm like, I'm going home to a life I don't particularly desire anymore. But I don't want to be ungrateful for it. So I have to make sure that I channel my thoughts accordingly, right? It's kind of a mind. So I told her that. And I said, but you know what? When I thought of that, you popped in my head. And you know why she popped in my head? Is because a few weeks ago when I saw her, she told me her beautiful story, so inspiring, that she manifested a CEO position down in Florida. And that she's been working on manifesting this life down there. She wanted to leave Connecticut. And that inspired me so much that it opened up a neural pathway in my mind. And it stuck with me. It's like a star that ignited inside of me. So because I practice this, think of this and remember this. Do this if you want to create the life that you desire. You have to retrain your brain. So when usually getting angry and thinking about the life that you don't want and where things are, your circumstances and whatever, instead of blaming people, blaming things outside of yourself, you tune into your powerful transmitter, which is your brain, and you start practicing new thinking. You are in control of your thoughts and your beliefs. So I was like, she popped in my head. So I said, lead with service, connection. Those are my values, and my top two values, service and connection. So I said, how are you doing? I'm thinking about you. That's connection. Service is there anything I can do to help you? And I feel better. That is aligned with my goals. Surrounding myself now with people who I can learn from, I'm inspired by, I can inspire, I can mentor me. If it's not aligned with that, I didn't want it. So with that said, all of these steps, how you reprogram your brain, instead of falling into old habits and old patterns, when your emotions arise, when you get triggered, you are aware of them, you will honor them, the good and the bad, the negative and the positive, and in order to keep them from getting trapped in your body and causing destruction on your organs and systems and body functions and health and your aura, what a glow. If you have negative trapped emotions, you're not going to glow. Your mindset, your mental energies, and what you're broadcasting from your brain, you gotta just be aware of them. You observe them. So I'm like, oh, I'm angry. Why am I angry? Figured out why I'm angry. What can I do to make myself feel better? Remembered an experience that I put into place a few weeks ago. So you start doing this, and then your life starts leveling up. The people around you start becoming aligned with what you want and people that you want around you. And then the desires that you have start coming to you because you are aligned with them. You're vibrating the frequency of I want more of this, because you trained your brain to attract more of that. If I went down the old neural pathway, if I went down the old habit, the old pattern of, I'm pissed, I'm gonna go call a friend and go out for a drink, I'm gonna go home and feel sorry for myself, that would tell the universe that I want more of that. Instead, I shifted it and told the universe, nope, this is what we're doing. The inspiration I had a couple weeks ago, I want more of that. I'm on the same path as she is, my nail it. I want more of that. I want more of positive change into creating the dream life that I want. And I want to be around people that inspire me. So I will get more of that. I hope that makes sense. I love you guys.